Hello guys, it's JD riding in the Fastling Survival Master. I'm going to be teaching you guys today on how to make a spring snare. It's actually pretty fun and pretty cool. I've never done it before. This is my first time doing it, and it turned out pretty good for me. Here's what you will need. You will need something heavy that can cut stuff, like those garden hedgers. You will need 2 of these called V-branches, which I already built them and stuck them in the ground right here. It's actually pretty simple. That's one right there, and that's one right there. So you just you can sharpen this, or you don't have to, and you just stick it in the ground, and you get something heavy, which we will need, like a big thick wooden stick, and bang it in the ground. You will need also a fishing rod. I recommend you don't use this stuff. It is Clothesline. It's kind of like a stretchy rope, but that you do not want it too stretchy at all, because you don't want any slack, so your game won't be lost. It won't slip through it. It needs to be tight on it. So yeah, I would recommend you using string. I've never tried fishing line because this is my first time doing it, but I've heard that it's okay. And you will need 4 sharpened sticks. There's one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right there. I already put them in the ground, but you can put them in various different spots. Yeah, I'll show you in a sec. And you will need a stick to basically that's basically the mechanism that you're going to be using to detonate. So you need all these materials. You need 4 sharpened sticks. And you'll need 1 long stick to run in between the 2 V sticks. So first off, you are going to put your 2 V sticks in the ground right here. Both of them. That's the first thing you're gonna do. You have to put it about 3 inches off the ground. So there's the Y or V, and it's in the ground. And same thing right here. It's 3 inches off the ground, and that is your stick running in between. And when you pull it up, it should be even on both sides. There might be a little wiggle room, but as long as it doesn't come up, then it is okay, as either sticks should be firmly grounded. Right here, you're going to have a few long sticks. Okay, you need to find some and cut them to a length where it's about 2.5 feet, because you want your game area where it traps them right here. You're going to need that wide. So what you're going to do is measure from a little past this stick, a little past it, and cut it off. And you're going to have like, here's the bottom, and then here's the top, and say the stick extends to here. Cut it off right here, and place basically a marker, a thick marker that'll be sturdy to hold this up. This is going to be suspended in the air. So after you have that done, you will need a fishing pole, and you will put that in the ground. And, well, actually, you can put that in the ground by smashing something as big as the base. Okay, see that how big that base is? You're gonna put something down in there, then pull it out and put this back in your fishing pole, because you can't really smash a fishing pole into the ground because it will break. Okay, and it should be fairly long, and obviously the fishing pole should be flexible. That's your spring. So yeah, and then what you're going to do is tie a small 2 to 3 inch stick about a few inches, probably about half a foot below where you tied it on the top of your fishing pole. So your fishing pole You tie it right on the top, right up there. And then tie about 6 inches down your stick. And then a few feet down, like 3 or 4 feet. It's not very far. You are going to tie a small noose. Once you have that done, once you tied your noose, you're going to put your hand inside it and pull the string, pull it out, and then you have your noose. So now you have that. You are going to pull this down, pull your stick down. Get a push out of that. You are going to pull your stick down and attach it like this. This is how you must attach it. So down underneath like this has to be laying down flat like that. You have to make sure that you don't have a rope underneath it. So when you put it down, you're going to hook the middle stick and put it this top directly underneath it like that, so that both strings that you have are opposite to this, so it won't catch on it. So it's just like a simple knot on the twig. And once you have that, you're gonna want to get your noose ready, and you're gonna take that out like that, and so there's your noose. So now you get your, this is the hard part. This is where you measure, where your measuring comes in. This stick is well measured, so I'm going to put that right on top of there, and I'm going to put it right on the bottom of it, right on the bottom of the stick, so it balances there and keeps it from flinging back out. This stick right here is holding up that small 2 to 3 inch stick. So yeah. Now once you do that, you will need to place your noose underneath your triggering piece of wood. This is the trigger, and here's where your 4 sharpened sticks come in. Right here, these are your 4 sharpened sticks, and these basically keep the I call it the game area out and spread, so that you have a bigger game area. See, here's where you put your bait, and then they would hit this stick, and then it would go off. So the bigger the area is, the more chance you have to catch it. So that's why I call it that. And that is about it. You can have it not too tight but not too loose. You want it pretty taut, as long as it isn't about to trigger that, because if you pull too hard on the rope, then obviously it will trigger. So here's the test. I am the squirrel. My hand is a squirrel. Small game. And you're going to put your bait right here, and once the game knocks over that stick, it will trigger the spring. So I'm using my hand, not a stick, because I also want to see for myself how strong it's going to be. The loop around my hand is going to be, because you want it strong and taut, or else it won't be very effective, because your game will slip away. So let's see. So that is pretty good. So yeah, it will be hanging there. Your game will be hanging there, and it will be done for, and you will just put it out. So there you guys go. That is how to make a spring trap